Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to try the Nightswimmer Stout from Stormcloud Brewing Company. This is the second beer I've had from them. I don't want to read what they say. Belgian-style dark malt stout is, I'm not reading the top. ABV is 7. So Stormcloud, I think they're new. Since the last one, I still didn't look them up. I went to the beer store today to see if they had any more, and they did have some, but the dates were sketchy, so I didn't buy it. And this says Best Buy 4/18/23, so we're in February, so we got 2 months. But I didn't pick the other ones up. But since I liked the first one, which I think was an IPA, I did buy this one at the same time. But they didn't have any other ones, and like I said, the other dates were sketchy, so I didn't pick them up. But yeah, so they put the date or the ABV on the top, which I think it took me a while in the first one to figure out. But they are out of Michigan, so let's go ahead and get this open and see what I think about it. I'm using a smaller glass, so I've been doing reviews today, and I don't know if you can see that. I'm not going to touch it, but yeah, right there. So I had another glass on here and I was doing a review and it just popped. Broke a glass. So we can't use that one, and that was the last big one I had, so we're using these smaller ones. Not sure what I paid for this. There's no sticker on there. I don't know if there's a sticker on the other one. We'll stop there. But that's kind of interesting. Belgian-style dark malt stout. Head. I would say medium chocolate colored head. Pretty much all small bubbles. I do have a couple medium ones that are popping. From that pour, a finger of head. Color, I would say dark brown. It is not black. In color, you guys are probably going to see it in black. But yeah, dark brown, not black. Let's go ahead and smell. First impression, milk stout. Like a little sweet stout, roasted malt. What is that? I get the roasted malt, but it's faint. Like higher SRM dark malts. Tinny? Not really a smell. I would say like a tinny dark roasted malt is all you get. Like, I wouldn't even say like a coffee or a chocolate. It's like if you open the bag of a higher SRM malt, not a 500, like 350 to 450, 400, somewhere in there, and smelt it, that's what this would smell like. Less the coffee chocolate. Yeah, it's kind of bland. Maybe a little sweetness, but that's about it. Let's go ahead and taste. Wow. Um, Acidic, almost burnt, but not quite. Some sweetness. On the back end, I want to say yeast. Now, I don't know if that's because of the back, but it's almost like it's burnt, acidic, charcoal, but not over the top. Like, if you were a big stout drinker, this would be up your alley. Like, no adjuncts. Let's make a straight, bigger stout, but that's light in ABV. 7%, from what I'm tasting, like 7% is light. Like it's almost like this should be a 10% ABV beer, like basic stout at 10%. I bet you the scores are low on this. Like I almost want to say like it's under attenuated, like my lips are sticky with sugar. Like it didn't attenuate all the way. Like it was supposed to be a bigger beer, but it's not. So you get that sweetness, but that acidic roasted malt really stands out. But it's not bitter. But if it was under attenuated and there was more sweetness in there, I could see that canceling out the bitterness. Huh. I this is almost like I did a bare hands one that was like an old school stout. This is like what people would drink in the early 2000s before all the adjuncts, all that stuff. Like if you were going to make a heavy stout, this is what it would taste like. But it's almost, again, it's almost like this is under attenuated. Like it should be a 10% beer, but it's only a 7. Um, I would go 4 out of 5. This this like takes me back to the 2000s where I want to say Expedition Stout by Bell's. Way back then, that's kind of what you're getting. Like a raw, high, malted stout. That's what this would be. Yeah, I don't think scores are going to be very high on this. But there's that acidic, like charcoal, almost overly burnt works out because there's enough sweetness to help cut it, at least what I believe. Yeah, that's good. Let's check the scores on this one. Uh, 6 of my friends have tried it, 3.75. A little over 2,500 people, 3.82. Actually, they're higher than I thought they were. I thought this was going to be like a 3.5. Uh, so what they're saying on this, light chocolate, roasted aromas, dark fruit. But it's a stout. I can't believe this doesn't say coffee. Um, those darker roasted malts, you're going to get a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of coffee, no matter what. Uh, I could see that. So, style guidelines: dark, roasty, smooth, rich, light. What's light about this beer? Let's see if anybody said anything. Very creamy, caramely toned head. Slight bitter, very toasty. Rich, chocolatey, creamy, a hint of figs. Again, I think it's a stout that wasn't attenuated all the way, so you're getting more sweetness. But in a stout like this or a bigger stout, you're going to get those darker fruits. Those figs, dark cherries, plums, something like that. But I think because, again, I don't know if it was attenuated all the way or not, but I think the sweetness cuts that and helps breaks it up. Like you can tell it's there, but the sweetness comes through more, but you still get those acidic charcoal notes in there. But if you're into big I wouldn't say ABV, but big stouts, this is definitely one for you. So if you enjoyed this review, check some more out over here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. And until next time, cheers.